Alright, so we are here in Jara, Colorado, home of the Centauri Falcons. So first kickoff of the ball game. Ooh, slipped down by number 5. And it is going to be Abraham Achari, the senior. So unfortunately, that is going to be a touchback. So we are here
Center
in
Vikings
Jara
will start
once
first
again.
and 10 on their
Centauri
20.
Falcons taking on the Center Vikings. So Centauri Falcons are undefeated in ring number 2 in CHSAA polls as well as max prep. So great evening to be here. It's raining earlier, so we're a little afraid of some thunderstorms and some rain. Unfortunately, that is not the case now. We will take a look at the weather as it progresses. So we have the quarterback underlined for Centauri. Out of the shotgun formation is the quarterback. He's gonna run. Doesn't look like he gets anywhere.
Abraham Achari.
So Abraham Achari, which is number 5, the quarterback, the senior.
Stopped there by Byron Shawcroft
43 and some change, a little under 11 and a half to go in this first quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 for the visiting Center Vikings. So the Center Vikings are in all white with a little blue on their shoulder, white helmet. Centauri in stark contrast, red upper tops as well as black bottoms. So Achari out of the shotgun, motion man to the far side is number 21. Achari throws it for broke, number 5 going to get it, and he's going to go to the right. So that was good. So it's Jesus Valdez, the senior, kicking it out. Kind of a screen pass to Abraham Achari, both seniors. A nice little connection there. We're going to bring in 3rd and about 5, 11:05 in this first quarter. So Center going to see what they can do, see if they can kind of stymie or contain the high-powered offense that is the Centauri Falcons. So 3rd and 5, very pivotal 3rd down opportunity here. So Jesus out of the I formation. He's going to hand the ball off. Does not look like the ball carrier got anywhere to go.
Achari up the middle.
So that was Achari, who's number 5. So we've been calling him a lot. That's going to bring up a 4th.
And Danny Brady.
And about 4.5. We'll make it 5,
Brings
5.5
up 4th
yards.
and 3.
We'll actually call 4th and 3. So under 11 minutes to go. So we have Mr. All Everything, Mason Clonch, is going to set for the punt. So punt, low liner, and then Mason is just going to let it go. And it's going to go about, let's say about the 20-21 yard line.
Downed by Center. Falcons take over 1st and 10 on their 21-yard line.
Okay, so this will be the first opportunity tonight for the Centauri Falcons, for everybody to see the high-powered Centauri Falcons. So they did not get to play Bayfield. They were scheduled to play Bayfield, I believe, around 3 o'clock last Saturday afternoon. Unfortunately, there were some Bayfield Pirates who had some COVID symptoms, so were unable to play. So fresh set of legs here. So quickly, Shawcroft out of the shotgun formation, hands the ball off quickly. And going to get a very minimal gain.
Handoff up the middle, Clonch.
So that's straight up the gut to Mason Clonch. So
brings up 2nd and 6.
Under 10.5 to go here in this first and initial quarter. Centauri Falcons and the Center Vikings. Shawcroft out of the shotgun. Quick little kickoff. And it's going to go a little bit towards the near side. Still on his feet. And he's going to take it to the house. That is Clonch. He is off all the way to the races, and that is actually going to be Burr, correct me, Burr, the senior. So does not have speed to burn like, let's say Mason Clonch or Brady, but still kind of a quick guy. From what I've been told, most of the 4x100, 4x200 for Centauri is returning. So we got Shawcroft out of the shotgun formation inside the red zone. Shawcroft kind of checking some things here at the line. Shawcroft going up the gut here with the handoff. Ooh, and he's going to get a little souffle action. Zach
Right
Burr,
side.
who previously had
Gain
gotten
of
that
5.
nice little reception, got a
Brings up second
5-yard run.
and 5.
So we're going to have second down and about 5 to go. So we have here Shawcroft's going to hand the ball off. And he's going to go
Launch,
touch, and
touchdown.
that's going to be Mason Crunch, the all-everything senior. So we're going to have here 9:22 to go. Very little time off the clock, maybe about 2.5 minutes and some change, and it's already 6-0 in favor of the visiting or the home team Centauri Falcons. So you can definitely see a lot of clouds in the skies. We're going to see if some rain happens tonight.
Lining up for the extra point. Shawcroft to snap. Baron Holman the holder, and Caleb Anderson the kicker.
Caleb Anderson, the place kicker, extra point is going to split the uprights,
And it's good.
which is going to give
7-0.
Centauri the lead, 7-0. So early on, 3.5 minutes have elapsed, and it's already 7-0 is the score. So we are in Jara, Colorado. Centauri Falcons, kind of great to be here, getting a chance to watch this high-powered attack. That is the Centauri Falcons led by Mason Planch, but also Devin Brady. So those are the top two speedsters that Centauri has at their disposal. The quarterback is, of course, Byron Shawcroft. So kind of loaded here. They also have Zach Burr, number 33, the senior. So we'll see what they can do here tonight. The Centauri kind of setting up to kick. We're going to see what happens here tonight. So we're going to kick at the 140-yard line. Centauri kind of spreading
Back
out
deep
here.
for the
We're going to see
Vikings.
what
Ricardo
happens.
Maldonado and Abraham Ukari. To kick off for the Falcons, Mason Planch.
Okay, Mason Planch, who does just about everything for the Centauri Falcons, low liner. And it's going to get picked up quickly by a center Viking, and it's going to go towards the near side, and that's going to be actually number 8, which is Martin Palma, the freshman. So this is the second opportunity we're going to see for the center Vikings tonight. We're going to see if they can capitalize, try to get some first downs and move the chains. So 9:18 to go, 7-0 is the score in favor of the home team and number 2 ranked Centauri Falcons.
First down and 10, Vikings at the 41-yard line.
Stepping it up is Jesus Valadez, a sophomore. So he's going to go in the I formation. Quickly going to go to number 5. Ooh, huge contact there, and that is going to be Abraham Uchari, who they've been really giving the ball just about every play to, the senior, and he's going to hit it hard through the hole, and he's going to hit Devin Brady. We mentioned him earlier, the sophomore. So a lot of speed to burn is Devin Brady. Devin Brady, sophomore versus the senior Planch. He has 2 more years to kind of fill out that frame, a little more wiry than Planch. Jesus Valadez out of the I formation, who's going to hand the ball off. And it's going to go first back to the line, which is going to be Abraham Uchari. So we've been seeing a lot
Gain
of
of
this.
1 brings up 3rd and 6.
To 3rd and 6, under 9 minutes to go, 7-0 is the score in favor of the home team Centauri Falcons. So we're going to see what happens here tonight. So Centauri already foot on the gas. So we're going to see what they're going to do here tonight. Like I said, fresh set of legs for the entire Centauri Falcons. Did not play last week. Bayfield, a few players had some COVID symptoms. So number 7 will be pitching out option to the far side of the field. And he's going to get stood up among others as Planch and Burr. So we're going to get some flags thrown. So we're going to actually see what happens here with those flags. So like I mentioned earlier, there was a host of Centauri Falcons standing up the ball carrier, and we're going to see if a personal foul is going to be called. So referees conferring on the far side of the field. We'll see what happens. So it's 3rd and 6, ball on the 44-yard line. We're going to see exactly what the flag call is tonight.
Personal foul.
Personal foul, and they're going to call it on the Centauri Falcons.
Personal foul against the Falcons.
Okay. So it looks like it's going to be personal call on the
Personal
Falcons.
fouls against
Two
the
actually,
Falcons.
and they're going to move the chains, which means
That will
center
add 30 yards to
getting some momentum here, 30 yards. So quite a impressive set of penalties here by Centauri. Usually don't see two personal fouls consecutively on the same play as well as on the same team. It's a very rare phenomenon that we are experiencing tonight. So they are going to go from their own territory into Centauri Falcon territory. So the ball here is going to be at the 27-yard line, I believe.
At the Centauri 26-yard line.
Okay, 26-yard line, correct that. So it is under 8 minutes to go. So Centauri, correct that. Center Vikings getting a nice little set of penalties from the other. Ricardo Maldonado, the sophomore, or actually the junior, going to hand the ball off. First player through the line for a little bit of a gain. And that is going to be Cale Ruggles, the junior.
Second and 6.
So we're going to have a 2nd and 6 situation. Under 7.5 minutes to go. It is all Centauri so far. However, if you're just joining us, Centauri with the double whammy, 2 sets of personal fouls. So Valadez out of the I formation, gonna hand the ball off, and gonna get pretty impressed so far by Center Vikings. They are continually, slowly but surely, kind of like Novocaine, give it a little time, it will work. It's a nice set of plays here by Center. Of course, getting 30 yards from the 2 personal fouls helps, but Center Vikings are moving the chains regardless. Under 6.5 minutes to go. 7-0 is the score. Center, or correct that, Centauri Falcons are leading the visiting Center Vikings. So Jesus Valadez is going to hand the ball off, and that's going to be Abraham Jara.
Kari with the handoff around the left end.
Okay, so this is going to
1 yard brings up 4th and 2.
A very pivotal 4th down situation. It's a 4th down and 2.
By Devin
Ball
Brady
on the 19-yard line. We're going to see exactly what they do here. So this is the best field position the Center Vikings have had all evening. Under 6 minutes to go. It'd be nice for the Center Vikings to try to move some chains and try to get some points on the scoreboard.
Gives the Vikings a first down.
They actually did get the first down. So as impressive as Centauri Falcons looked on their first offensive possession, remember that Zach Burr had that nice long reception, didn't exactly have the speed that Brady and Clonge bring to the game. He did get tackled from behind, and then Clonge punched it in with the extra point now. So here it is, Center Vikings, 1st and 10.
Handoff up the middle.
So a little bit of a gain there. We'll see
Tackled by
what the
Absmeyer
Center
and
Vikings can bring to the table here.
Gain
Approaching
of
5
1
minutes in
brings
this
up
first
2nd and 9.
and initial period. Center Vikings knocking on the door. We're on the 14-yard line, 2nd and 9. Valadez to Abraham Jara. Jara changing directions. He is going to go and approach the touchdown. So good job by Abraham Jara. So the home team Centauri Falcons kind of asleep at the wheel there, so to speak. Back-to-back, actually consecutive within the same play, personal fouls to get 30 yards. And Center, to their credit, has continually been bringing the heat. So they are at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal situation for the Center Vikings, the visiting Center Vikings. So Jesus
Quarterback
Valdez,
keeper.
quarterback keeper.
Maybe a yard.
And he's going to
Second
get
and goal
ever
is the
so
one.
close to that goal line. So now we're going to be second and goal situation. Very, very impressed with Center Vikings so far tonight. The last time in recent memory that Center Vikings have been in the thick of things, playoff picture-wise, was 2004 when they made it to the semifinals, lost to Lyman. So in motion is 21-7. Going to try to move it. We're going to see exactly what he can do. There's number 7, actually, Ricardo Maldonado.
Third and goal.
Third and goal situation, so they are within inches of this goal line. So it'd be kind of phenomenal opportunity for the visiting Center Vikings to even up the score. So right now, Centauri Falcons are still in the lead, but momentum is on the side of the Center Vikings. Third and goal situation. Jesus Valdez in the I formation. Abraham Uchari, which they've been calling his number all night. And they're going to hand the ball off. Looks like Uchari.
Ruggles. Fourth down. Just outside the goal line.
They are getting continually closer. We're trying to get a better view. So fourth and goal situation, 7-0 is the score. The home team and number 2 ranked in 2011 man. That is the Centauri Falcons. Jesus Valdez, fourth and goal situation. They're going to call a timeout by the Center Vikings. So the Center Vikings are going to really take their time here and really try to draw a nice play because they are within inches of evening the score. Kind of an amazing set of circumstances for the Center Vikings to be able to pull this off. So we're going to rewind here. We're going to give a little summary or synopsis of what brought us here to within inches of Center potentially punching in the ball. So Centauri Falcons had 2 personal fouls within the same play. So it was 30 yards. Those referees marched it down the field, and Center, to their credit, capitalized off that and then moving the ball positively. So fourth and goal situation, 2:16 to go in this first and initial quarter. Jesus Valdez out of the I formation. We're looking maybe quarterback sneak, and that's exactly what they do. And they are going with the progress. That is a touchdown. So the visiting Center Vikings are now within 1 point of evening the score. A lot of people around the valley thought that the Centauri Falcons were heavily favored in this ball game. So Centauri bringing in their resume undefeated. However, they did not play last week against the Bayfield Wolverines, I believe. I said Pirates earlier, but no, Bayfield Wolverines. So we're going to see number 21 for the Center Vikings. High snap. Ooh, and it's going to actually be blocked. So now it's going to be 7-6 is the score. So still very impressive set of situation there for Center Vikings. So it is 7-6 is the score. 2:13 remaining in this first and initial quarter. So this is what's going to happen now. So the home team Centauri Falcons lost a lot of momentum there. They literally let Center Vikings just run down the gut and just kind of punch it in the mouth. And Centauri let that happen. So Centauri at least being able to block that extra point, which then made the score not tied, but now it is still 7-6 with the Centauri Falcons on top. So 2:13 to go. We're going to see how Centauri Falcons respond to this, a little bit of adversity. So Centauri Falcons are not used to being in a close game this season. So we're going to see how they respond. So a lot of credit here to the visiting Center Vikings, doing an amazing job being able to stay in this ball game. So Jesus Valadez, the quarterback, is also the place kicker. High end over end. It's going to go punch kind of Willie May style behind his back, catches it, and he's going to get a little bit of running room. You're seeing the athleticism here by Mason Clark. Mason Clark breaks the tackle, and he's in open field, and he is going to go all the way for a touchdown.
Touchdown! Mason Clark!
Long run there by Mason Clark. Phenomenal run there by Mason Clark. Being able to punch it in. So give me 13-6 in favor of the home team, Centauri Falcons. So we were really trying to see how these Centauri Falcons were going to respond to allowing center basically to go in there unscathed and being able to try to notch the score up at a tie. That did not happen. So we're going to see how Centauri Falcons respond. So score is 13-6 in favor of the home team, Centauri Falcons. So number 73 for Centauri, that is going to be Caleb Anderson. Caleb Anderson kind of set up
Whistles
the extra
before the
point.
kick. Flag.
And there is a
Early
flag
indication. Offsides. Vikings.
So it looks like it's to be offside by the visiting team, the Center Vikings. So we're going to see what they do now. So they're going to bring the ball closer to the end zone. So we're going to see if they're going to go for a two-point conversion because of the shorter yardage. But it looks like they're going to stick to their guns here. Number 73, Anderson, for the Centauri Falcons, is going to set up for the extra point. He's going to kick it, and it is going to split the uprights. So just like
And Anderson is good with the point after.
close of the game as it potentially looked
Falcons
from
14,
the
Vikings
outside.
6.
It was 7-6, and then the Centauri Falcons were able to get an impressive touchdown by Mason Planch. Like I said, Mason Planch did what looked to be a circa 50s, 60s levels of Willie Mays behind the back. No look catch, bobbled it slightly. Just basically, you see the athleticism, you see the speed, you see why Mason Planch is being recruited by multiple colleges with that phenomenal kickoff return. So 14-6 is the score, under 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. Let's see. All right, so the Centauri Falcons are going to set up for a kickoff. So we're going to see, like I mentioned earlier, how the Center Vikings respond to this little bit of adversity here. Kudos to them just for putting some points on that scoreboard. So quick little squib kick, and it's going to be brought in by a
Ball taken by
Center
number
Viking.
5,
It's going to be Abraham
Ikari.
Ikari. And Abraham Ikari, literally, we've been calling his number
Stopped
left
there
and
by
right
Ben
throughout
Collier.
this
And number
contest.
76,
Under 2 minutes to
Sheldon
go, 14-6
Sowers.
is the score. The home team, Centauri Falcons, are up on top against the visiting Center Vikings. So Center Vikings actually had, I believe they dropped down to 8-man, and they are back in 11-man. So kind of interesting to see that moving up. So good for the Center Vikings. Under 2 minutes to go. 14-6 is the score. The number 2 ranked in the state, Centauri Falcons on top over the visiting Center Vikings, the motion man. So here we go. Jesus Valadez. Ooh, it's going to get
Valdez's
tipped at the
pass,
line.
Incomplete.
And
Batted
unfortunately, it's
down
gonna
at the
be
line of
incomplete
scrimmage.
pass for
Batted in
Jesus
the air.
Valadez. So under 2 minutes to go, 1:49 to go. 14-6
I believe
is
Danny
the
Brady
score,
was the one to get the hand on it.
with the home team, Centauri Falcons, on top over the visiting Center Vikings, if you're just tuning in right now. So center in all white with blue numbering, and stark contrast, the Centauri Falcons, red tops, black pants, and red helmets. So Jesus Valdez out of the I formation, gonna hand it off to Abraham Ukari.
Handoff, Ukari.
Abraham Ukari, very great little minimal gain there. So they've been calling Abraham Ukari's number left and right.
Taken down
so
by Chaz Holman.
The leader.
Brings
for
up
the
3rd
Center
and 8.
Vikings. 3rd and 8 situation, so under 1.5 minutes to go in this first and initial quarter. So we have Jesus Valdez out of the I formation. He's going to hand the ball off. And a very minimal gain. That's going to be Abraham Ukari. So Abraham Ukari literally has a counter flag, so about 80 to 90%.
Tackle by Peyton Posey.
Now this is going to set up a punt
Back
now.
deep for the Falcons to receive the punt. Devin Brady and Mason Clunch.
Two quick speedsters, track stars, and
Punt the
football
ball for the
stars.
Vikings.
Brady
Number
and
52,
Clunch. So we're going
Omar
to see exactly
Hernandez.
what happens if they're going to punt the ball off or punt it to the players. And it looks like Clunch going to take it. Nice little run there. Still on his feet. And he is going to go in for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Mason Clunch.
So Nathan Clunch. Kickoff return for a touchdown, and now a punt return for a touchdown. 23 seconds to go. 20-6 is the score in favor of the home team, Centauri Falcons. So now we're going to see exactly how center responds to this, and also see if the place kicker, the kickoff kicker, as well as the punter, are just going to attempt to kick it out of bounds and call it at the 40. So we're going to see what they're going to do ahead of time, because, like I mentioned, Mason Clunch is performing as advertised tonight. I believe Clunch has accounted for all 3 of the Centauri Falcons touchdowns. So the kick is blocked.
The score is increased to 20
in favor
for the
of
Falcons,
the Centauri
6
Falcons.
Vikings.
So number 2 ranked team in the state is the Centauri Falcons. They're head coached by Kyle Forrester. So Kyle Forrester was able to actually get the monkey off his back, so to speak, break the Strasburg curse that he had lost 4 consecutive years in the postseason. And I believe all 4 times were on this very field to Strasburg. So it was interesting. Earlier in the season, Centauri Falcons were finally able to break that curse and beat Strasburg. So Strasburg was out their starting quarterback, but I'm sure Centauri doesn't mind that or even cares that they were not exactly up to 100% or full speed. So Strasburg has taken its licks this year. They have a few losses actually on the season. So it looks like the Centauri Falcons are the team to beat. Here we go. So kick is going to be a low squib kick, and looks like it's going to go to Abraham Ukari, and he just jumps on it. Or actually number 8. So that's going to be number 8 for the Centauri Falcons, for the Center Vikings, and we called his name for the first
Number
time.
8,
Peyton
Martin
Colson.
Palma.
And that
Covers
is
it
the
up for the
senior.
Vikings.
So
They will
first
start
quarter of action here in
26
Centauri,
yard
in
line,
Lahara,
1st and
Colorado.
10 Vikings.
22 seconds to go. 20-6 is the score in favor of the Centauri Falcons. All right, we're going to see Jesus Valdez setting up out of the I formation. 2 wide receivers flanked to the near side. Jesus going to kick it out, pitch it out to the far side. That's going to be number 7. And he's going to get a little bit of a gain there. It's a nice little
Number
run there
7.
by Ricardo Maldonado, the junior.
Ricardo Maldonado with the pitch around the right side. Taken out of bounds by Mason Clunch.
16 seconds to go. 20-6 is the score.
Loss
First
of 1 on the play.
and
Brings
initial
up 2nd
quarter.
and 11.
So Maldonado, even though he carried a lot of real estate with that carry, because he was going more east and west versus north and south, he actually lost a yard. So Center Vikings, 2nd down and 11, 16 seconds to go. 20-6 is the score. Centauri Falcons on top over the visiting Center Vikings. So we're going to say Jesus Valadez out of the I formation. He is going to go naked bootleg. He's going to outrun and still on his feet, and he's going to be able, once again, carry a lot of real estate, but he's going to get brought down by about a host of some Centauri Falcons, about 4 or 5 defenders.
Around the left end.
So
Loss of about 7 on the play brings up 3rd and 8.
End of the first
Tackled
quarter.
there by
Score is
Chaz
going to
Holman
be
and Devin Brady.
20-6 in favor of the home team and number 2 ranked Centauri Falcons.